Debussy dead. The obituary headline from the New York Times, Paris Bureau, 1918. Paris, March 26. Claude Debussy, the noted composer, is dead at his home here. He was in his 56th year. Achille Claude Debussy was probably the best known of the younger French composers, his international fame in the opera-going world resting chiefly in his operatic masterpiece, Hélias et Mélisande. This work, first produced at the Opera Comique in Paris in 1902, has been performed many times in the United States, its first production in this country having been at the Manhattan Opera House in New York City during the season of 1907-08. Debussy's place in the musical world has been a unique one, owing to the radically individual lines on which his musical structures were erected, involving the use of a different scale from the ordinary diatonic scale, giving his music a peculiar, distinctive quality. Pentatonic. Whole tone, involving the use of a different scale, his music a peculiar, distinctive quality. Here we are. His first success was in 1884 with the cantata The Prodigal Son, which gained him the Grand Prix de Rome. He was the composer of many compositions for orchestra and many piano pieces. Debussy was born August 22, 1862, at Saint-Germain-en-Laye, Department of Seine-et-Oise, France, and lived his life in Paris at a fine home in the Avenue des Bois de Boulogne. His parents were not musical. It was at an aunt's home at Cannes that he took in 1871 a few piano lessons from an old Italian who saw nothing remarkable in him. A woman relative of Verlaine, one who had herself studied with Chopin, was first to detect his talent, and she prepared him in 1873 for the Paris Conservatoire, a fellow pupil with Edward McDowell. Under Giraud, a French musician born in New Orleans, the young Parisian devoted himself to composition and won his prize of Rome in 1883 with The Prodigal Son.
I much preferred your obituary. Most colorful.
Ludwig, the prick.
Ludwig, the obituary. You knew him.
Rufus Wilmot Griswold, my so-called literary executor, literary thief, the vampire.
Oh, why would you write such nastiness? Few or no friend.
She paled with gnawing envy, vulgar ambition, a carping grammarian.
Oh, stop. It makes no difference now. Now, an interesting word for our situation.
Situation? Are you claiming to be Claude Debussy? And you, Edgar Allan Poe?
The dead are not entirely dead to consciousness.
The death of a beautiful woman is unquestionably the most poetical topic in the world, and the slow, prolonged death of a beautiful woman.
You've not answered.
Achille Claude Debussy. I always hated Achille.
Achilles, a Greek warrior, a hero!
I gave the name up at age 30.
And now, the world has given up on newspapers.
No, as I lay dying of cancer, and my lifetime publisher,
Durand?
Oui, Durand, as Durand lit me at last consolation, a final cigarette. The great insult was not the pain of that wretched disease. No, the insult was the sound of German explosions, bombs, closer, marking my life's work, forging a musical language unsullied of Teutonic influence.
A wretched tale. Please, if you would, sir, some stirring music.
Music, when combined with a pleasurable idea, is poetry. Music without the idea is simply music.
The idea without the music is prose, from its very definiteness.
La Porta del Vino?